and today I've got an A8-9600 AM4 socket APU processor, which is a quad-core 6 GPU core machine running at 3.1 gigahertz, a TDP of 65 watts, 2 meg of level 2 cache. So overall pretty low end, but a perfect thing to fill a budget AM4 board. So inside the box there's very little at all, exactly what you would expect. APU, sticker, stock factory cooler, which is considerably tiny. The base of the cooler only measured to be 2 centimeters thick, so quite tiny, which reminds me of the older Intel Celeron Socket 775 coolers, which just got smaller and smaller over years. Another thing I noticed was no AMD sticker on the fan. And the rest of it, all as expected. And a quick speed install of the processor going into an ASRock AB350M Pro 4 motherboard. Another thing I did notice was the RAM was being detected as 1333, where it was actually 2400, which was quite odd. Another thing I did do was run it through Passmark, which was a newer version of an older bit of software that I normally use for CPU testing, which has seemed to rank similar to an i3 4160, which for the price of the device, or the APU, I find not too bad at all. And I also gave it a run through Cinebench R15 to see how it would go. Overall, I ended up rating it lower than a GT 650, but higher than a GT 620, which, being an older GPU, you'd certainly hope it would beat that. And after that, I ran it through the Cinebench CPU side of testing, which it rated it lower than a laptop i7's 3840 QM processor, and rated it higher than an i5 3317U CPU, which is a low laptop powered CPU designed for really portable machines. So overall, kind of expected results as well. If you're just after a cheap media computer, this processor will fill the AM4 socket quite nicely, and then that will also give you room to upgrade down the line processor wise. So for around 85 bucks Australian, it's pretty good value for money. Yes, it's based on older technology, but at least then you have all the advantages of a newer motherboard as opposed to an older FM2 motherboard. So overall, worthwhile checking out.